let's talk about something that I think will benefit practically any e-commerce website tremendously, and not enough attention is paid to it, okay? And that's product portfolio or product portfolio construction. And the reason I say that is because a website or an e-commerce website or even a retail location is not just a collection of different products randomly put in place. That just doesn't work. Don't think of an e-commerce website as a collection of just a bunch of products. Think of it as a product portfolio, all right? Meaning there has to be some logical relationship between the products that are put on a website. There has to be an order and a relationship, okay? What is more important and what else is important to that main important thing, all right? So that's why one of the things I want to talk about, because I think the world of e-commerce literally suffers from this problem, and I hope you guys can absorb these concepts and just go out there and help people fix their product portfolio and change the mentality from, oh, my website, I'm going to just put a bunch of products on there, to, you know, understanding how to construct a good product portfolio, all right? And there are two questions that I want you to be able to answer if you go and analyze somebody's website or their, you know, e-commerce website or their actual retail location. You want to be able to answer two questions once you walk away, all right? Two questions. Both of them you have to have crisp answers. One, what is the core product? And I'm going to underline this. Core product is the main product that business is selling. Normally, it is the product that contributes the most amount of revenue to the business, or it's the product that the business is known for. Or actually, more accurate way of thinking about it is, you know, once a customer starts a relationship for the first time with a business, what is the first most common product they purchase? That's actually, in my mind, that is the more scientific way of explaining it, all right? And to give you an example, you know, if you go, if you're familiar with, you know, In-N-Out Burgers, which I think is just in California, but hopefully you've heard of it. It's a chain of burgers. It's a burger joint basically, and they have they're known for having a very simple menu, all right? And the core product in that case is just a burger, all right? And I'll talk about that in a second. But the second question you need to answer is, what else in addition to the core product you can sell to the customer? Or once their lifetime value, once the relationship between you and the customer starts, what else would they buy in addition to the core product? And let me go there for a second and talk about In-N-Out Burger, or pick any other burger joint of your choice. So the core product in a burger joint is really a burger, which is like this is my best drawing of a burger. It is a bun with a patty in the middle. All right, that's a core product. All right, once you have the core product, you want to increase the lifetime value of the customer, or the actual purchase amount total. They call it average shopping cart value of that purchase once you go to a burger place, by offering other ways to actually jazz up your purchase. And there are three basic ways of building, starting from the core product, but then building on top. Remember question number one, what is your core product in a burger joint? It is clearly a burger, all right? And then the second question is, what else can you sell to kind of jazz up the purchase, all right? And I give you three ways that it can increase or the purchase value of the customer, either in the same session or later on. The first one is called upsizing. This applies to e-commerce websites directly, all right? And I'll explain in a second. The second one is called upgrading. And the third one is called cross-selling, all right? These are the terms I use because I didn't find terms for this. Nobody else think about what I'm talking about in this systematic way, but there are really three ways. Upsizing would be You go to buy a burger and they tell you, would you like a double burger, right? So 2 patties. You buy a ticket, you buy like a bottle of shampoo on a website. I mean, this is actually literally for e-commerce websites, the most effective way is upsizing. You buy a bottle of shampoo, and you've definitely seen this in different websites. They're like, would you like to buy 2 bottles or 3 bottles for the price of 2? That is called upsizing. So offer you higher quantity of the same core product at a discounted rate. So go from a burger to a double burger, to 1 patty to 2 patties. I think In-N-Out goes to 3 or 4 patties. So you can say, I want 3 patties, all right? So it's like triple burger. And the same is true if you're selling physical products. You're selling this bottle. You can buy a single bottle, or you can buy a case, or you can buy a bigger case, and you are incentivized to consume or buy higher quantities. So this is basically quantity. All right. So second one is upgrading. Upgrading in the case of a burger would be you buy a burger, they say, would you like a cheese? Make it a cheeseburger by putting a layer of cheese on it, right? So you're jazzing up your burger by adding something to it. You buy a ticket, a flight ticket, you walk to the check-in counter and they tell you, hey, would you like to upgrade from economy to first class for an additional $500? So they take your economy ticket, give you a higher, it's not more quantity, it is higher quality a lot of times, or adding something to your order to make it higher class or jazz it up a little bit. So that is called upgrading. Going from a burger to a cheeseburger is upgrading. Going from economy ticket to a first class ticket is upgrading. Going from whatever service, so you probably, in your agency, you yourself has upgrading options. So you have, I have my basic service, which includes these things, but then I can give you the premium service or platinum service or the gold service, that includes these other things. So you're kind of jazzing it up, all right? So that's upgrading. The third option is cross-selling. Cross-selling means in addition to your core product, you sell them something, and what I call an adjacent product, something next to it. For example, in the case of a burger, you can cross-sell French fries and soda. Does that make sense? So it's not the same product, it's not more of the same product, it's not a higher version of the same product, it is a different product that you addition. So remember the 3 techniques. You can upsize. Upsizing works really well in e-commerce. So you probably have seen it on different websites. They just offer you higher quantity at a discount. Upsizing. And why does upsizing work really well in e-commerce is because the customer, by deciding to buy a bottle of water, they are telling you at that moment of time they are interested in that bottle of water. So it's a lot easier to sell them more of the same thing than selling them, something else, right? So it is just a natural sell. You're like, oh, I see you're interested in buying my bottle of water. Would you like 3 of them for the price of 1 or for the price of 2? So that's kind of upsizing. It's like in e-commerce, it's almost a no-brainer. So it's like the first thing you attempt when you try to help your client improve their e-commerce website. Literally, the first thing you try is to include the upsizing option. It immediately increases revenue most of the time. The second one is upgrading. So remember, upgrading is like improving this, jazzing up the same product. Going from a burger, so upsizing would be going from a burger to 2 burgers or a burger with 2 patties. Upgrading is adding a cheese, making it a cheeseburger. And the third option is cross-selling, which is selling other products in addition to your core products. Most of the time, people, when they think of upsells, they think of cross-selling. I think they think, oh, the customer bought this, what else can they buy? But a lot of times, upsizing or upgrading, especially in e-commerce, is actually more effective. Amazon does a great job of doing all three of them on the same page. So you go buy anything, they're like, oh, buy higher quantity. You go buy, I don't know, like a protein powder, and they show you the offer to buy a bigger tub of the same protein powder at a discount, and then upgrading if it's an option, or they show you with cross-selling. They're like, if you're buying this, would you also like to buy this other product alongside with it, right? So it literally, Amazon stacks all 3 of them into their website. you should, and in my opinion, the reason I ordered it in this way is because I think in e-commerce, it is, in terms of effectiveness, this is the order of effectiveness as well. So if you're trying to improve the performance of an e-commerce website, the first thing you should try is to add upsizing, then upgrading, then cross-selling in that order, and you will probably get better results in that order. Now, I want to show you something on my laptop really quick. So I went to apple.com, right? And just look at the front page of apple.com. It really shows you one product at the top of the homepage. Now, if you scroll down or you click on tabs, you see a bunch of products, but you see really only one product on the homepage, and that's iPhone. And the reason for that is iPhone is literally Apple's core product, okay? So they sell a lot of products, but iPhone is the core of their relationship with customers, the majority of their revenue, and most of the time it is the first touch point with the customer. Everybody that is an Apple customer most likely has an iPhone, all right? And that is a core product. So we should learn from the best, right? So learn from Apple. Put the core product front and center in on your website. It will help you quite a bit in terms of put the core first. Now, once you have the customer who has bought your core, in this case iPhone, on Apple's website, then look at my board really quickly. You can see Apple actually does all three of these to you. So you buy, they have different screen sizes, they have higher and higher price points of different models of iPhone, and cross-selling, you buy iPhone, they sell you AirPods, right? They sell you all sorts of dongles and other stuff that goes with the iPhone. So they literally do all three of these on the website to you, but they have not lost touch of the core product, which in Apple's case is not a burger, it is an iPhone, all right? And now I want to show you an example that actually Ty and I were doing a live call a few days ago, and we used. Look at Sears.com website if it loads. Here we go. All right, just look at this website really quick. All right, so it is, all right, so in the middle you have appliances, but is that really their core product? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. It's not as clear. I scroll down and I see a lot of different products stacked on their website. I feel like a lot of websites, and obviously Sears is a big company, has a lot of consultants, but I feel like they have lost touch of the core product that they sell. And the same is true. I was actually looking at Dell.com. Did it load? You can see it's not very obvious. So they have their desktop computers and their laptops, and it just swiping between different products. And at the bottom they have just an array of different things. I don't think these websites are as effective as Apple.com. Apple, so the difference, these are obviously all big companies, big brands, but the difference between Apple, that's literally valued several times more than Sears and Dell combined. The difference with Apple is that they have one clearly defined core product. One clearly defined core product. So just like In-N-Out Burger, which is, by the way, a very successful burger chain. And if you compare In-N-Out Burger, if you guys don't know, if you've not been to In-N-Out Burger, I think In-N-Out is just in California. Go online and just look at their menu, and then look at another burger chain like Burger King or McDonald's, and just compare the menus. The menu, In-N-Out's Burger's menu, is very clear about the core product, and then upsizing, upgrading, cross-selling exactly laid out. It makes it very easy for just in terms of cognitive load on the brain when a customer walks in for them to order. It actually creates a more a more seamless ordering experience, and people know, and it actually makes it a lot easier and increases the average cart value or average purchase price of the customer anyways. Even though the core product itself is relatively inexpensive, it is easy once I know what is it that I want, and then you just start adding bells and whistles to that core product. You end up buying. That happens with Apple too, right? The core product in the case of Apple is actually kind of expensive, which is iPhone, but then once you buy everything and accessories, you upgrade your iPhone, you increase the screen size, so you upsize by buying a bigger iPhone, or more memory, upgraded by going to higher models, and then cross-selling, you buy the dongles and all the things that come with it, great case and all that. And by the time you're done, your average cart value is huge, and that's why Apple makes a lot of money. So now I want to give you a little exercise. Hopefully you understood that every time you walk into a business, an e-commerce business especially, the first thing you want to ask is, what is the core product? All right? The relationship with the customer starts with what product, number one. Number two, what else can you sell? And then try to use these three techniques to actually, increase the value of the customer lifetime value. Now, here's a simple exercise. Go to, I don't know, Dell.com, let's say. All right? No affiliation with Dell.com, or just a website that I picked. Go to Dell.com and identify the following. First, what is core product? All right? And don't rely on what is on the website to determine what is a core product, because to tell you the truth, I'm not sure if the person who designed Dell.com website actually knows what is their core product. The way I would do it is I would go online and research Dell's revenue and look at revenue items and see what is actually the best-selling product that Dell.com has. I have a guess, but I haven't done the research myself right now. I actually don't know. I bet you a lot of people in that company don't know either. So first, identify what is a core product. Two, identify how you can upsize, upgrade, and cross-sell, starting from that core product. Don't think about all the things that are scattered on this website. If you go to Dell.com website as of right now, obviously their website changes, you can see all sorts of products scattered all over the place. But you can see bags, and you can see PCs and laptops and workstations and monitors and accessories and servers, gaming products and all that. It's just like, it's a hodgepodge of products, right? So standing in front of you right now, I actually don't know what is their core product. And then it could be laptops, right? It could be printers. It could be, their gaming devices. It could be their workstations. It could be monitors. I think Dell monitors is a good chunk of their revenue. So identify that core product, and then from that, starting from core product, then look at that's the difference between having a hodgepodge of everything, all products on a website, versus having a portfolio. So the portfolio has a core, and then it has things that are relevant to the core. So think of those, and then based on that, design a website, or think of a design of a website. You can do it on a piece of paper. You're like, if you own Dell.com, if you were Michael Dell, how you would have redesigned Dell.com's website to be more effective, like Apple.com's website. Again, this is not a knock on Dell, but Apple.com is worth many times more than Dell.com. So if you were the CEO of Dell.com, how would you have improved it? And with that, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in other lessons.